The liquid tower experiment is a simple, hands-on, and visually appealing exercise that illustrates the concept of density in physics using common materials such as honey, water, and oil. Here, we will detail the steps and explain why each layer forms in the way that it does. To start, we will make the first layer using honey. Do this slowly and carefully to avoid splashing the honey on the sides of the container, which could affect the subsequent layers. Honey is used as the first layer because it is the densest of the three liquids. Now, let's use water, adding a few drops of food coloring for better visualization. Pour the water over the honey. A useful technique is to pour the water slowly down the side of the container or use a spoon to soften the pour. This helps to minimize the mixing of the layers. Water floats on top of the honey because it has a lower density than honey. Now it's time for the oil. Pour the oil carefully in the same manner as the water. The oil will float above the water because it is less dense than water. When we place a plastic cap in it, it generally does not sink due to a combination of factors related to the density of the cap's material and the densities of the liquids involved in the experiment. The plastic cap has its own density, usually lower than that of honey and water, but potentially higher or lower than that of oil. Honey is the densest and, therefore, stays at the bottom. Water, being less dense than honey but denser than oil, forms the middle layer. Oil, being the least dense of the three, floats on top. This experiment is an effective and visual demonstration of how different liquids interact based on their relative densities. It is an excellent way to introduce or reinforce concepts of density, buoyancy, and miscibility in liquids for students of all ages. Additionally, experiments like this can be expanded or modified to include other liquids or substances, providing even more learning about the physical properties of materials. I hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.